Hello! It says I'm live. Please excuse my appearance. I just got out of the shower and I haven't made a video in a long ass time. And I decided, hey, I gotta make a video today. I don't know why today, because I'll explain. But, yeah. So, hi everybody. I'm Gothic Arcana. I'm returned. This is a live video, and I'm filming live videos because I'm still working on getting a good editing software. But I just wanted to make this quick little video because I haven't made a video in a while, and I had been making a video every single day for a week, and then I stopped. Because I had been traveling, I had gone to see family, I was going up and down and all around, all over the place. So here I am today, and I'm going to be talking about a couple of things. I have like a whole list in front of me of things that I need to say. I either need to say or I want to say. Now, the first, relating to the first thing I'm about to talk about, you may notice I'm in a rather whorish ensemble. I decided to put on my sluttiest outfit, and my mom actually tells me every time I walk out the door that I look like a prostitute in this shirt, and that's because this continues all the way down my shirt, and then my entire back is exposed in this shirt. So I decided to wear my sluttiest clothing because there's this idea out there that if you are a creator or if you express yourself a certain way, spiritually, physically, artistically, whatever, you're an attention whore. This is a rather sore subject for me considering I dress like a prostitute, I'm asexual, and I'm not a whore, and I don't want anyone's attention. There's this perception when you look a certain way or act a certain way or do things a certain way that you want everyone to notice you and you want everyone to look at you. Which I don't want that. I dress this way, express myself this way, am on this spiritual path, am on YouTube, am on Instagram, and on Snapchat, whatever, for me. I'm there for me. I do these things for me because I feel comfortable doing them. It helps me express myself. I'm not doing it because I want people to look at me. I don't care how many followers I have on Instagram. I don't care how many subscribers I have on YouTube. I don't care how many people see my Snap story every single day. That stuff's not important to me. What is important to me is my own comfort. And you might say, oh, that's so selfish of you. Fuck off. I enjoy being comfortable, and if wearing a full face of makeup, going outside in a ripped up t shirt with ripped up pants on and high patent leather stiletto heels makes me comfortable, I'm gonna do it. You know what I mean? So, the idea of calling somebody an attention whore based on the way they look is really, it's insulting. It reflects how you feel about yourself. That's what I really mean to say. I'm stuttering a lot in this video, I know that. It's because there are words in my head that I'm trying to say and I can't say. So, it reflects your own emotions and how you feel about yourself. If when you call someone like me an attention whore, to me that means that you need to look inward and see what you're doing with yourself, because I'm doing this for me. I'm not doing it. I don't dress like a whore on purpose. I dress the way I want to dress because it makes me comfortable. And I dress goth because it makes me comfortable. I'm doing it because I want to be comfortable. I don't feel comfortable in khakis and a polo shirt. I feel comfortable in a fur, faux fur coat and high heeled boots. I feel comfortable in a full face of makeup. I don't feel comfortable in public barefaced with the natural look. I don't feel comfortable wearing one necklace or one earring or one ring. I feel comfortable wearing multiple. I don't feel comfortable hiding my spirituality from the world. I feel comfortable letting everybody know that I am a witch. That is what makes me comfortable. And when somebody says, oh, you're an attention whore, oh, everybody's looking at you and that's what you want, you do these things because you want everyone to be staring at you all the time and you want everyone to notice you, That's not the case. When I'm in public, I want nobody to notice me. I don't even notice other people half the time. I'm just focused on getting where I need to be. I'll be out with friends or whatever, and there will be a million people staring at me, and I won't notice because I'm not paying attention to other people. I've got my own shit that I need to do and go where I need to go. And my friends will notice, and they'll be like, "Why is everybody staring at you? I hate when people stare at you." Blah blah blah. I don't care. I don't notice. You can look all you like, but that's not why I do this. You know what I mean? I know I'm kind of all over the place right now, but I'm hoping that you guys know what I mean. Moving on to the next thing I want to talk about, which is the new year. It's a new year in the, let's say, it's a new year in the current way of looking at the year. I personally celebrate the new year on Samhain. I don't conform to the modern day calendar. I kind of go with the tree calendar, the Celtic tree months, and the Samhain being the new year. But, you know, when it comes to family and friends and other people, I will celebrate the new year and I will follow the months the way that they do it. You know what I'm saying? And it's new year, it's 2018. So, what I don't believe in resolutions. I think there's a negative connotation with resolutions that if you say, "Oh, I have a resolution," that people will think, "Oh, you're not going to finish that. Oh, that's bullshit. Yeah, everyone has resolutions. I never go through with them." So instead, I have goals for the new year. And one of my goals is getting organized. I got a planner. Everybody, drop what you're doing. I got a planner. I hate planners. I've always hated planners. I feel like they're rigid. I feel anxious. They make me feel boxed in. I love this planner. I fucking love this planner. It is so cute. It is by Amy Cesari, I believe is how you pronounce that name. It's super cute. It's a planner for a magical 2018. And it has, well, I'll show you. A bunch of charts in the beginning that have to do with the moon, the wheel of the year, the astrology. It has tips for on how to fill out this planner. And then it has, for the months, so I've stumbled upon May, in which I think Beltane is. It has information about Beltane, and it has information about May. It has spells you can do for May. It has stuff if you want to write something for that particular Sabbath or aspect or whatever. And then the calendar is super cute, and it marks all the moon dates. It marks when the moon goes void of course. It marks which sign the moon is when it's in signs. And then it has these things so you can write more detailed accounts of the days. It's really cute. I totally recommend this planner. This same person, Amy, made a composition notebook, which is also super fucking cute. I am using it as a deity and spirit communication notebook. I'm using it to record my days. I'm using it as a sort of diary. And this is the first page of it. Look how fucking cute that is. It's got runes, coven contacts. Are you kidding me? That's adorable. Like, I just think it's a super cute book. And the dots on these things are eyes. Oh, it's so cute. But I'm using it as a deity and communication notebook. And I'm using it as like a daily journal. So this is what I've written so far. And then I did like what the purpose of this little notebook is. I just think it's super cute. And since every new year I like to get a new set of books to read that I read throughout the year or that I work with throughout the year. And apparently this book is either really old or really rare. I can't remember what. But I got this book on fairies. Because I've always worked with fairies to some degree, but I've never really delved into the Sheed or the Fae or whatever. So I got this book, and it's really cute. And it goes through different fairy mythology. It has different types of fairies if you want to know. It has like regional discussions on fairies. It's really cute. I appreciate it. So that's been my consensus on the new year. Failure is the next thing that I want to talk about. And one of the reasons I wanted to talk about this is, I don't know how many of you have seen the new Star Wars movie. I'm not like a crazy Star Wars fanatic, but there was a lesson that was said in that movie. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but it said failure is the best teacher, which I've always agreed with. I fully support that notion. I do think failure is the best teacher. And when people come onto this path, they think, oh, I'm more aware of things. Oh, my intuition's growing. Oh, so many things are happening to me. I'm starting on this magical path. Everything's going to start coming to me magically, naturally. And it's not. Failure is the best teacher. You're going to fail a lot when you're new on this path. I did. I failed hella. And that doesn't mean necessarily that my spells didn't work or whatnot, because I don't think I've ever really had a spell not work. It means that it means this path is not going to be everything you think it's going to be. You may think, oh, I'll immediately come into contact with the deity, I'll have a matron and a patron, and everything will fall into place. Sure, that can happen, or you can try to connect with a matron and patron and be rejected by certain deities, or be told it's not your time yet, or whatever the case may be. And I feel I'm helping a lot of people on the beginning of their path personally that I know, not on YouTube, I don't think by any stretch that I'm helping any new people. I think the people who watch my content are not new, but on my Instagram and in person, there are a lot of new witches that talk to me and ask me for advice and stuff. And I have been at this for 7 or 8 years, so I know my way around the block, kind of. There's always a new block to be explored, and you're always learning something new. But the questions that they ask me are things that I do already know. And oftentimes they think immediately, oh, I'm going to be able to talk to ghosts. Oh, I'm going to be able to do spells. Oh, I'm going to be able to work with herbs and crystals and stuff easily and understand what all that means. And when I try to explain it to them, they get frustrated with themselves, and they don't understand that it's a process. This is a journey. This is a learning path. Every step you take, there could be a new obstacle. And you might not understand everything right away the way you want to. Or you could learn something completely different to what you've been told, and you may reject it at first, but then come to know it as truth. Just because the common culture does not view a certain thing as the truth, if, say, Hades came to you with ginger hair and he comes to everybody else with black hair, that doesn't mean that you're wrong, or that's another thing I want to talk about, wrong. People say, oh, they did this, somebody made this oracle deck wrong, there's a card in here that's wrong, somebody did this spell wrong, it affected them a certain way. It's all a perception of that you have. This is all unique experience. It's all up to you to decide what you view as truth or falsehood. And I say this all the time, everything, words, spells, deity, spirit, everything is a matter of perspective. However you view something, you decide whether it's true or not. You decide whether that speaks to you or not. Joey Morris is a great example of this. With the elements, she doesn't see them as watchtowers, the 4 watchtowers. That's not how she views it. She views them as trees. So I just wanted to put that out there, that failure is the best teacher. Expect to fail if you are on this path. Don't be surprised if you fail. And if you don't fail, I'll be a little suspicious, because that's spooky. But whatever, whenever, do what you want. And that brings me to another thing, which is inclusion. We often get a lot of new people in this community around the new year, be it Samhain or January New Year. New people start discovering paganism or witchcraft or Wicca or Druidism or shamanism or some kind of spirituality around this time and around Samhain. And just because they are new, we often reject them. We often expel them from the community. We don't want to have anything to deal with them because, oh, they're new, they don't know what they're talking about, and they're going to ask so many questions, which I find to be ridiculous, because everyone was new at some point. I was new at some point. Arwen Lynch was new at some point. Like, these great witches that you see online were all new at some point. I'm not calling myself a great witch that you see online, but everyone's new at some point. And when these people who are stepping into this for the first time get put down and rejected and turned away at the door, that makes this path seem undesirable and negative and not inclusive. So I try to encourage people to join this spirituality if they're interested in it. I'm not like forcing it on anyone or trying to convert people. I if somebody tells me that they're interested in this path, I tell them to go for it. Try it out. Stick your toe in the water, whatever. And a lot of the time, people will say, no. They won't say, you can say, are you sure? Are you sure this is a path that you want to go down? Because it's hard. It takes a lot of patience and practice, and you learn a lot about yourself. That's something that's okay to say, but to flat out just be like, oh, you're new? I don't want to deal with you. I don't, you're a newbie. You're like a freshman. I don't really enjoy being around you. That's ridiculous, okay? It's like, it's very condescending, and it deters people from this path. It puts people off. It's sort of like a repellent when these older witches or witches that have been in the game longer are just putting down and shoving away people who are new and interested in it. Now, the term New Age I actually have a problem with because it's not new and it's been around forever, but people get offended, witches get offended if you say, oh, you're like into New Age stuff. I would get offended if somebody said, oh, I was into New Age stuff. But we have to take it with a grain of salt and say, they're just new. They don't understand that this has been a thing that's happened for millions, thousands of years. And it's really frustrating for me as somebody who's been practicing for 7 or 8 years to see older people in our community or people who have been doing this for a long time hurt the feelings of newcomers or try to be rude to newcomers instead of encouraging them and helping them grow on this path. You don't have to be their teacher, you don't have to be their mentor, you don't have to be their mom, you don't have to hold their hand and guide them the whole way through. But if they have a question and they're confused, or if they're interested in something and you have the information to help them, why not help them? Why covet that and say, no, we must be silent, we must keep it from them, they can never know. It's ridiculous to me. That's one of the other things I want to talk about. Hi, Johnny. Hi, Kahina. Glad you all can make it. Blessed be. Sorry, I haven't really been looking at the chat that much because I'm just trying to get this done. I've been talking for almost 20 minutes. Excuse me. The next thing I have on my list of things to talk about is creativity. And I want to take a minute to try and define what creativity is to you, to me, to anyone. Everybody has their own perception of certain words. Creativity being one of them. I mean, of every word in the English language or any language, you could say, oh, that means this to me and that means this in the dictionary, but it doesn't really mean... One second.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Back to what I was saying, I'm going to kind of reiterate that. Hi, Winter. If you see a word in the dictionary and then it says like a definition and then somebody else has a different definition for it, and you don't really resonate with either of those, you can have your own definition of certain words. I have my own definition of creativity. I have my own definition of power. I have my own definition of words like torture or whatever. Everybody has their own perceptions and definitions of different words. Creativity to me means anything you create, be it words, songs, writing, art, knitting, sewing, computer programming, just anything that you are using all of your energy and all of it consumes your interest, it's all you're passionate about. I think that really speaks to creativity. As the creative director of a fashion show, I can see physically all of the different things that people are good at and people are creative with. Hair, makeup, modeling. uh, catering, hospitality. These sorts of things do have creative aspects. Everything has a creative aspect if you look at it close enough. And that brings me to the last thing I want to talk about, which is skill sets. People have different skill sets. People have different creative interests. People have different interests as a whole. People have different passions. People have different paths that they go down. When you try to put down someone's skill set and say, well, I'm better at this than you are, that doesn't encourage them. That doesn't make them think, oh, I want to get better at that. Which is, if you have a skill that you want to get better at, bitch, get better at it. Work your ass off. Try to get to it. For me personally, it's writing. I used to be a very strong writer, and then I gave it up because I didn't think that was for me. Now I'm trying to get that skill back. I'm trying to refine my writing skills. Um, for some people, it could be painting. It could be. Um, I'm trying to think of something technical. I'll just say that something technical. It could be something technical. It could be makeup. There's a skill that you are interested in, don't listen to anybody else if they're trying to put you down about it, unless it's dangerous to them, which I don't think it really could be if it's not like rifle shooting. If you want to take up archery or dancing or fire dancing, do it. Learn about it. Try to hone in that skill, because if you just give up and throw it away, that doesn't help you grow as a human being. You're not seeking new challenges or adventures. And I think as it's going into a new year for most people, it's a good idea to try to pick up some new skill sets. Go out of your comfort zone. And that doesn't necessarily mean leave your comfort zone. It just means try to dip your toe into new things. So let's see what's been going on in chat. Okay, I'm gonna end this now. I've got food waiting for me and I'm super hungry. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope everyone's having a good new year, a good month, a good time. Blessed be everybody, and I will see you next time, whenever next time is.